In this world, whether it's rolling dice, playing cards, scratch-offs, lottery tickets, whatever, we all have to deal with chance, right? Well, maybe not. In fact, I believe in this world, nothing's really random or by chance at all. Take, for example, rolling dice. When you roll a dice, it's not completely by random. It's how much you shake it, what you change it to be, and then when you throw it out on the table, it's all physics from there. How much force you put into it, what it's rolling on, the wind resistance, it's all going to change how it actually rolls, and it's not actually by random. All those things I mentioned are just variables that change it, and since we don't know all the variables and how they'll actually affect it, we make up for it by just calling it chance or random. Another example would be shuffling cards. You choose where you split the deck, and then you choose your force as you push down, how you slide your fingers. It all affects how the cards are actually laid out, but again, not by chance and not random. Scratch-offs are all printed ahead of time and sent out maybe by a program, but the program is programmed to pick things in a seemingly random order, but again, it's all programmed to do it, so it's not really random, it's just how it was actually set up. Lottery tickets, too, are just made up by a program, and whether or not they pick the winning numbers by a program or maybe some spinning balls in a machine, it's also by chance, all cause and effect, not randomness and chance. If there's one thing I'm unsure of, though, it's how our minds actually work. If you argue that it's by the same cause and effect, then you could also argue that when God made us, He basically predestined us with all our thoughts and predestined us where we're going to go, and we don't really have the free will that we think we have. However, if you were to argue that we have a choice on what we actually think, and if I was to just randomly think of a cat doing backflips off the Empire State Building, then I would have to say that it's actually me thinking of it, and not because I have to, or because all the events leading up to this point has led to a chemical imbalance in my head, causing me to actually think the thoughts that I am currently thinking. I believe we do have a choice on our actual thoughts, just as we have a choice on our actions. And it's even if someone knew every single detail of everything in everyone's lives and what everyone thought beforehand, they could not tell what you would think next or how your thought pattern would continue. I see two possibilities for this, though. It could either be our soul creating the thoughts, or it could be our mind itself creating the thoughts itself. From the Bible, we know that animals don't have souls the same way that we do. And in the experiment with Lucy teaching a chimpanzee to do sign language, the one thing that it didn't ever do was ask a human another question. It only just answered the questions it was given. I am unsure if it's just because we have more cognitive development than they do, or if the phrase questioning spirit really means that because we have a spirit, we could question things. Back to the point of randomness, though. If God put everything into motion, and He knows the past, the present, the future all the same, then He's done everything since the beginning for our benefit, everyone's benefit. And if God is the one in control of everything, then nothing, again, is truly random, and nothing could really be random with a God guiding it all. So if you have any questions, any qualms, any problems, any suggestions, please leave a comment or email me. I'll be sure to fix my videos if there's anything I've done wrong, and I'll fix my mind too, to make sure I believe the truth. And I will answer all questions that I can. And thank you all for listening to a fool trying to sound intelligent.